Action! Give me a clap. Uno, dos, three.
1, 2, 3.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this Bahrain Grand Prix, the Shakir Grand Prix to be more precise. This morning, night, we're after. No? Okay, I start again. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Formula 1 Shakir Grand Prix 2020.
In Bahrain.
In Bahrain, in this marvelous circuit of Bahrain. But it's not the normal Bahrain.
It's a different Bahrain.
Different Bahrain.
It's the Shakir Bahrain.
And how is the Shakir Bahrain, Lando?
Well,
Please
the
talk to us
Shakir
about
Bahrain consists of 11 corners. 1, 2, 3, more like 4 or 5 proper corners.
I would say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 proper corners.
All right, let's go with 5 or 6. Proper corners with 3 reasonably long straights and 2 DRS zones. It's the shortest lap of the calendar at a total of 3.543 kilometers long.
Spectacular.
Estimated to be around how many seconds, Carlos?
Estimated to be around the magic number, 55 seconds. 55, man. Come on, you know I love that.
What happens if you do a 54?
I'll be happy with that, as long as you do a 55.
Now, what are the difficulties that you see at the Shakir circuit this weekend?
Well, let me first start by saying that this circuit is very demanding on the brakes. We're going to be spending a lot of the lap braking.
True.
Long straights, low downforce, at night. We're going to be pushing those brakes hard, man.
True. So how differently would you set up the car this weekend from last weekend?
It depends, my friend. Why I would want to tell you.
Good work. That was a test.
Okay. Or why I would like to tell the camera how to set up the car.
Because maybe they want to enter a Formula 1
We are
team.
in a very secret sport here. I mean, we're all going to go for lower downforce levels. That's no secret.
True.
More straights, more time flat out.
Do you think it's going to be an easier or more difficult track to overtake on?
I think it's going to be easier, but not as easy as people think. Everyone is going to expect an oval race where everyone's just passing
Constantly
each
racing
other.
every corner.
And it's not like that, my friends. I'm sorry to say Formula 1 is not like that. But one day,
maybe in a couple of years.
maybe in a couple of years when we bring the new regulations, this race is going to be just overtaking everywhere. But so far, this is the best we've got, a semi-oval track that is going to allow us
Semi-oval.
Semi-oval.
As Zach would say.
Semi-oval.
Now...
I understand. Yeah, I agree.
You do?
Interesting.
Very good.
Let me please brief you on the most important things about tire preparation and tire wear.
Fire
So
away.
we have the same circuit. It's just 2 kilometers shorter. Okay? But it's the same tarmac.
Yeah.
It's the same tire allocation.
Yes.
And it's the same drivers.
True.
The same cars.
Yes.
A bit lower downforce.
True.
Which I think it would have a negligible effect on. That's a good word. Negligible effect on tire wear. But with all those variables being pretty similar and the same, then we should expect the degradation to be similar to last year.
Which leads
Sorry,
last
week.
weekend. Which leads on to
Strategy. Last week it was mainly a two-stop. I think only one guy tried a one-stop, but just because the race was shortened quite a bit with safety cars and all that.
Red flags. True.
But it shouldn't be too different. Lando, please tell me,
Yes.
how tight do you think is the field gonna be?
Tight.
How tight?
That's a tricky question, you see.
Let's make a bet here, right now.
First place lap time to last place lap time.
The gap between first place in Q1
In Q1, okay.
and last place in Q1.
I think last position will be 1.2 seconds off.
1.2. And who will occupy that position?
No comment.
No comment, of course no comment. But hopefully not you and me.
Not us.
Let me then say my bet is 0.2 0.85
Wow.
hundredths of a no,
Tenths.
tenths of a second.
0.85 seconds.
Yeah,
Okay, we shall see.
we shall see.
Traffic.
Traffic.
Potentially a lot more difficult to cope with traffic this weekend.
Not after my brilliant idea.
Now, what was your brilliant idea, Carlos?
I'm not gonna tell you. I've already told you, but I cannot make it public. So
Yes.
let me just say, yes, without my brilliant idea, it is gonna be
Very difficult.
extremely demanding track to find your place on track and perform a good qualifying lap,
Yes.
which again brings more variable to the weekend, brings a bit more uncertainty.
We like uncertainty. All right. And how do you think we will perform as a team this weekend? Final question.
That's a very tricky question, Lando. You are asking very tricky questions today. And you're putting me on the spotlight here by trying to predict the performance of our own team.
Yes.
So I think it's time to wrap it up.
I think that's a wrap for the Formula One Sakhir Grand Prix 2020.
Yeah. Thank you very much,
Thank you
everyone,
very
for
much.
tuning in and listening to our super professional and
Valuable
explicit
insight
comments.
into this wonderful racetrack that we're racing at this weekend. We hope you enjoyed it and you know the ins and outs of the Sakhir circuit.
I think we've done a tremendous job here.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, everyone. And good night.
We freaking nailed that, mate.